Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 Review, a brutal return to the battlefields of the Imperium. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, the latest installment in the Warhammer 40k universe by Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment, continues the saga of the Imperium's most formidable super soldiers, the Space Marines. This highly anticipated sequel builds upon its predecessor, combining a third-person shooter experience with hack-and-slash combat to immerse players in relentless, brutal battles. Here's a deep dive into the gameplay, graphics, lore, and overall experience offered by Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2 emphasizes the iconic blend of shooting and melee combat seen in the first game, with an upgraded and fluid combat system. Players wield the bolter gun for ranged attacks and the chainsword for visceral melee kills, making combat feel intense and satisfying. The game also introduces improved AI mechanics, ensuring enemy hordes of Tyranids are unpredictable and challenging, enhancing the thrill of every encounter. The controls feel responsive, and the transition between shooting and melee feels natural, which is crucial given the fast-paced battles. Players must constantly adapt, switching tactics depending on the situation, adding a layer of strategy to each fight. The narrative follows the iconic Captain Titus, now returned to face a massive Tyranid invasion. Set in the grim, gothic world of the Warhammer 40k universe, the storyline doesn't shy away from the dark themes and lore of humanity's eternal war against alien forces. This narrative builds upon Titus's legacy and offers fans a continuation that feels both nostalgic and fresh. The voice acting and writing do justice to the rich Warhammer 40k lore, delivering a storyline that engages both new players and die-hard fans. Visually, Space Marine 2 is a masterpiece, featuring highly detailed environments and character models. The dark, dystopian landscapes of the Imperium are beautifully realized, capturing the essence of the Warhammer 40k universe with towering cathedrals, oppressive industrial zones, and desolate battlefields. The attention to detail is evident in the armor of Space Marines, the grotesque features of the Tyranids, and the visual effects of weapons, adding to the immersive experience. The game's lighting and shading effects enhance its dark atmosphere, creating a sense of scale and intensity that's essential to Warhammer's unique aesthetic. This, combined with a smooth frame rate and high-resolution textures, allows players to fully appreciate the grim beauty of each location. The soundtrack and sound design in Space Marine 2 are top-notch. The orchestral score complements the epic battles, while the ambient sounds and audio cues add to the tense atmosphere. Each weapon has its distinct sound, from the thunderous roar of the bolter to the terrifying hum of the chainsword, immersing players further into the brutal world of Warhammer 40k. Saber Interactive has done an impressive job with optimization, ensuring that Space Marine 2 runs smoothly even during intense battles with dozens of enemies on screen. The game provides various graphics settings to accommodate different hardware, making it accessible to a wider audience without compromising the visual quality. A key feature is the multiplayer and co-op mode, allowing players to team up and tackle missions together. This cooperative experience adds depth to the gameplay, as players strategize and rely on each other to survive against overwhelming enemy forces. The multiplayer mode brings in replayability, offering unique challenges and missions that enhance the game's value. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 is a worthy sequel that captures the brutal essence of the Space Marine experience. With polished gameplay mechanics, breathtaking visuals, and a rich storyline, it delivers a memorable journey into the dark universe of Warhammer 40k. This game is a must-play for fans of the franchise and offers newcomers a gripping introduction to one of gaming's most iconic sci-fi universes.